Greetings, dear suckers. My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome to Rotlock Prison. The Hammerites finally caught me. A contact told me to meet him at a local inn in the South Quarter to discuss a job. The place is usually packed with all sorts of drunkards, lowlifes, and simple workers looking for a drink after a long shift, but the atmosphere felt off. Only the barkeeper was behind the wood, and his hand was oddly trembling. When I approached him, he dropped a heavy tankard, apparently a signal, and a dozen or so Hammerites burst from the nearby rooms. I didn't give them an easy win. A flash bomb bought me a few seconds of chaos, and I managed to strike down 2 of the fanatics before the weight of their nets finally immobilized me. They threw me into a barred wagon for the long trek into the jagged peaks far beyond the city. The destination was Rotlock Prison, a grim fortress of cold stone. Even during that rough transit, I nearly slipped my shackles twice, but the guards were too vigilant. Now I'm sitting in an interrogation cell, waiting for the High Priest Melton to finish his dinner. Apparently, he thinks the interrogation can wait until he is full and comfortable. They only left one guard outside, a graybeard with failing sight and hearing. Their arrogance is the only window of opportunity I need. I need to look around and find something to use, perhaps a loose wire or a bent nail that can serve as a lockpick. I'd better do this quick and vanish before that fat priest wipes the grease from his chin and remembers that there is a prisoner waiting for him. Escape from Rotlock Prison. Kill no one. Simplicity itself. Let's go. Here we are, in our little interrogation cell. One guard outside. Absolutely nothing secreted away. Well, if there's anything you can fault Hammerites for, it ain't lack of thoroughness. That's for sure. Here one's defiance falls in vain and his secrets are made plain. How pretentious can you get? Vent. Looks like a lever, but it's locked. Now where? Ah. I see. A nail. All I need. Cheaping out on your locks, huh? Isn't that a sin or something in your religion? For shame. So much for the much vaunted Hammerite thoroughness. Guess I'll have to be your indulgence then. Almsgiving, after all, is a classic. 15, huh? Oh, you guys are even cheaping out on your silver ore. That big fucking gear is more valuable than the silver ore. What is it? Concerning. Highly concerning. Seems you might be cheaping out on rather a bit more than that. Well then. Ooh, hello. I see you, I see you, and I see you. 15 again. Can't fault them for consistency, I suppose. Wow. First bit of equipment I find, and it's a pair of water arrows. Fitting. Come on. Go. Come on. Phew. Okay.
Can't get through here.
Nah, fake door indeed. Ah. Oh, right, that's just like... I was wondering what that was. Oh, it's trying to mimic the way the water will foam and bubble up over waterfalls. It looks a bit off, but I can respect the attempt. Part of the bottom is pretty good. What is... Uh-oh. Ah. Could really use a blackjack right about now. Not certain I'm gonna be finding one around here of all places, though. Need a hammer fall on the unrighteous. There's an idea. Maybe if I can find a hammer. Very Thief 2X, really? I should replay that sometime. It's pretty good. It had its issues, certainly. For one thing, I could have definitely abused ice arrows a lot more than I did. But, yeah. This... This feels suspicious. This gonna set off a trap? No. Okay. Felt like that sort of thing. No way through here. Is that an alarm or is that for the gate? I'm always suspicious of little buttons like that. They're usually for alarms. Huh. You know, this is the second mission in a row where I've had to improvise tools. Although this one goes a little farther in the initial lack, certainly. Am I gonna be relying on this nail forever? Am I gonna find proper lockpicks, or am I gonna find another nail or something else to take the place of the second lockpick high? look at that tantalizing back. I really wish I had a blackjack right about now.
I don't feel that this is the way anything should be run around here. I have to have order.
Agreed. Acolyte, are thy hands filled with milk and honey? Why? He's hungry? I don't know. Brother Inquisitor has espied thee administer the bullwhip as though it were but a feather, so that the prisoner's cries were akin to the squeakings of a mouse. Need I remind thee that mercy is but a mask of cowardship? Let it not sway thee from our grim toil. We are physicians of the soul, and our art is to cauterize the spirit of the wicked with pain and iron. As penance, thou shalt aid Brother Giancarlos, bearing the crates of last year's discipline ledgers, to guile its peak at prime on the morrow, in abstinence. In abstinence? Brother Mystagog. Gog? I don't know. Maybe he's just... Maybe his arm is just tired, I don't know.
Yay. Who comes unto me?
Ah! That's not what I wanted.
And the builder said,
Hey,
the foundation is weak. 'Tis the builder's piece now.
I'm just gonna...
Who passes there?
Nah. Bugger all. Oh well. Ah! The prison's proper. And hello. Really you. Damn. Oh wait. Key.
Hello? Who art thou?
There we go. A single rope arrow. All I need. Prisoner log block 2, cell 4, Olivia. The woman Olivia was brought unto us from the hamlet of Walterton, her wits utterly demented. Witnesses claim she didst appear unclothed in the fields at high noon, as if the builder himself had placed her there. Maybe he did. Her ravings are most peculiar. She insisteth that she knoweth the villagers intimately, calling them by name and speaking of their lives, yet they swear they have never seen her before. She claimeth kinship with the miller's family, who know her not. Most troubling, she babbleth of passing between realms and a different world atop our own. She could not explain her sudden appearance, nor recall whence she came. We suspect Trickster's malaise has taken hold of her, twisting her thoughts into chaos and illusion. Maybe. Or maybe it was the Trickster's magic that brought her here. There is the realm of chaos, certainly. Curious. In 3 days' time, a chirurgeon from Felsbeck Infirmary shall arrive to perform trepanation upon Olivia's skull, so that the malevolent humors causing this madness may escape, and her reason be restored through the builder's mercy. That seems unusually medieval for the Hammerites. Cell 5. Money? It's something like that. The man was brought from the nearby mountain cave where he dwelleth alone. He is accused of stealing bread and dried meat from the local village. He offereth no defense, nor doth he answer any question put to him. Yet he is not mute, for we hear him muttering quietly to himself in his cell. His manner is strange and withdrawn, as one who hath forsaken the company of men. Cell 6, Russ. Wait, local village. Is that the same village as the hamlet of Walterton? Cell 6, Russ. First name Lehman. The old arithmetician Russ was accused of falsifying merchant ledgers. Upon closer examination, no wrongdoing hath been found. His accuser sought to hide his own theft by casting blame upon an innocent man. Rust is to be released on the morrow. The true culprit shall face justice in his stead. Good times. Cell 7. Brother Satchelman. Brother Satchelman, formerly of high station, hath been cast into this cell for vile treachery. While overseeing the relocation of novices, he did conspire with pagans, revealing our routes and schedules unto them. Holy shit. His betrayal was discovered when novice Asselston, whilst cleaning Satchelman's quarters, there should be a comma there, accidentally uncovered secret correspondence hidden beneath a loose floorboard. Found were letters bearing pagan marks and written in their heathen tongue. He is to be hanged, but first he shall be interrogated further. His knowledge of pagans may yet prove valuable to the builder's cause, ere his life is forfeit. Cell 8. Empty. This cell standeth empty. The previous occupant expired during interrogation. The cell is to be cleansed of blood and readied for the next prisoner. Yeah, see, maybe... Yeah, see, that sort of thing is maybe a reason why the guy is leaning more towards gentler... being gentler with the bullwhip and all that. You don't want them fucking dying. Especially if they may or may not even be guilty, as seen with Russ. Cell 9. Edwin. The woodsman Edwin was found half frozen near the Builder's Pass by mountain patrol. Why is he... In his delirium, he didst attack our brethren with an axe, wounding brother Sador grievously. He raveth of things in the snow and voices howling amid the peaks. Is that a Mountains of Madness reference? His frostbitten limbs have blackened, and he crieth out through the night. He shall remain confined until his mind cleareth, or death's cold embrace taketh him. Death's cold embrace. Ugh. I don't know. Could just be the usual happenings. Not the happening, though. God, no. That. Is that an alarm? Probably.
I hold there.
Yep. See? Those little buttons are like basically always alarms. Ooh. Hang on. Aha. What's this? Probably just a decoration, but... Oh! Valuable decoration. That's the neat thing about these sorts of games, and by these sorts of games I mean Thief and a lot of not as good ones, that you really get to care about things that would normally just be idle decorations and such, because you get to steal them. Okay. My goodness. The whole fucking network up here. Just a second. Might not work. Yep. Well, it basically worked. Why are these doors so slow? May their souls rise again, and may they live again as better men.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the builder can shine light on them. What in the goddamn? Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Garrett. The fuck's... This is a trap, isn't it? Oh. Not exactly the trap I was expecting. $80. Nice. I was kind of expecting this thing to fall. What? Does it keep shutting off occasionally? I don't think the animation is looped properly. I don't know what happens if I... Oh, it's gone. Wonder what happens if I fall down there. I'm still alive. Why are you smelly? Or whatever that green stuff is. Don't think there's anything down here. Except death. Oh, that's a liquid. The fuck is this supposed to... So what happens if I... Oh. Then why... I don't know enough about quantum physics to understand this room. Oh well. Oh, that door opens normally. Guess they would want this door nice and greased. The BDSM chamber. No. Oh! Hello? Okay. Let's check out the vast tunnels that are up here for some reason. Maintenance tunnels, maybe. Oh, it ends right here. Okay, let's check out the other side of these vast tunnels. Can I? Yeah, I think I can get back up here from there. Yeah. Whew. Come on. Nice. That was what, 75? Nice. Ooh. Ways of the Hammer. Way of the Hammer, rather. Just the one. I write this with a heavy heart, and a soul vexed terribly, for I must speak of a plague that rotteth our order from within. The novices of this wretched generation refuse to read! They tear through the sacred texts like starved dogs through scraps, their eyes skimming over words without absorbing a single blessed syllable. In my younger days, we were required to memorize entire volumes, every word of the compendium of precepts, all 46 chapters of the Hammer Book of Lessons, the complete litany of the nail and splinter. We recited them by heart until our throats were raw. And if we faltered on a single verse, we were beaten soundly and made to begin anew. That with proper education. Now, these worthless whelps cannot even be bothered to read a single chapter, let alone commit it to memory. Yeah, it's a tragedy. Young brother Dorian came whining to me yestereve because he could not find the key to the granary. I asked him, "Didst thou read the posting?" The taffer confessed he had walked past it, assuming he already knew where the key was kept. The posting stated it plainly, but nay, he was too hasty, too arrogant to read. Yeah, that is a tad concerning. You need to be telling them to RTFM. Brother Alan complaineth daily that his second-year duties are impossible and unfair. When I demanded to know what texts he had studied recently, he admitted to reading none of them. I thought I would learn by doing, he bleated pathetically. Learn by doing? The instructions were there, thou lazy cretin! You kinda gotta know what you're supposed to be doing before you can learn by doing it. And speak ye not to me of their excuses. The text was too long, they whimper. I had no time, they protest. Lies! In my day, we rose before dawn to study by candlelight. We read whilst we ate. We memorized entire chapters while performing our labor. There was always time. Well, I don't know about the endless recitations and beatings and such, but there's gotta be a certain minimum threshold to this shit, at the very least, and this does sound like a real fucking crisis. Yes. The sentence continues. For learning, because we made time! The lazy scoundrels merely seek excuses for their sloth. I have resorted to a test, a measure to find if any novice remaineth who possesses true diligence. In my writings, even in this very scroll, I have hidden important information. For instance, there is a hidden switch in the electric light above the library, which openeth a compartment nearby. I have mentioned this in 3 separate documents, yet not a single novice hath discovered it, for they skim past everything like water off a duck's back. Perhaps someday a worthy novice shall read this entire text and prove himself different from these lazy fools. But I hold little hope. They would rather wander about confused than simply read what is already written. But 'tis not merely the novices who are at fault. 'Tis the coddling they receive. When I was a young man, if a novice failed to read his texts, he was denied supper. If he could not recite his lessons, he knelt on cold stone until dawn. If he proved lazy, the rod was applied to his back. But now we must be gentle. We must not discourage their spirits. Brother Edmund told me I was being too severe for demanding a novice read 2 chapters! We give them easier texts. We shorten their readings. We make allowances for their different aptitudes and styles of learning. Nah! There is only one style of learning. Hard work and discipline. The builder gave us literacy that we might learn ere we act. But these novices treat reading as some optional burden. Then they stumble about in confusion and blame all save themselves. Perhaps a few months in Cragscleft would teach them the value of paying attention. But nay, we cannot send them there. That would be too cruel for these soft, pampered infants. If any novice readeth this to the end, know that thou hast proven thyself worthy of notice. Come see me, and perhaps there is hope for thee yet. P.S. The switch in the electric lamp is wired incorrectly, and will deliver a most unpleasant shock to anyone foolish enough to touch it without reading this far. The actual hidden switch is located under the nearby stairs close to library. Let this serve as further proof. Those who rush through texts without reading thoroughly shall suffer the consequences of their haste. Read everything or pay the price. And I'm guessing I'm gonna go there and find that whatever you put there as a reward to whoever actually bothered to read this all the way through is going to still be there. Because apparently I, Garrett, am a worthier Hammerite than the average Hammerite novice in this wretched place. Although I suppose this shouldn't come as a surprise. What were the 3 things at the very start of this mission that allowed me to escape when I should not have been able to? In reverse order, a poor quality lock on an important vent, a shoddily driven nail, and a high priest's sloth intending to his duty. I don't doubt that standards have fallen very far. So much for the much vaunted Hammerite thoroughness. Poor, whatever this guy's name is. Surrounded by ignoramuses. Incapable of reading a measly couple of chapters. Not incapable, unwilling. I mean, I'm all for different aptitudes and styles of learning, but you have to try. Wait a minute. Hang on. Is this actually the creator of the fan mission inserting his own screed about people being unwilling to read in-game texts and getting lost as a result because they were too lazy to not just skim through everything or fail to read even a small amount of text and all that, and assuming they could just get by without it? Because if so, based. Ooh. Apple. You moving around? Doesn't look like it. What I wouldn't do for a blackjack right about now. Darkest is the night just before the dawn of righteousness. Okay. Well, this place sounds familiar. Ooh. These... No. Damn. Come on. Ha! Completely dodged that fucker. Without even knowing he was there. Oh yeah. Oh, is that the library? I see books. Is he coming this way or not?
Is that thee? Tis the builder's piece now.
Sentences like, is that you, are kind of funny because pretty much always gonna be yes.
Yeah, their teeth against the
Unless you aren't you for some reason, and who you is hasn't changed even though you aren't you.
Do my eyes show me her right?
Ooh, armory key. That sounds
Oh, is it rest
fun.
now? 'Twas not.
Kind of, if I'm gonna find a blackjack anywhere. Oh. My goodness. Pagans, heretics, jacobites, thieves, and liars. And these are a few of my favorite things. Yeesh, this place is high traffic. Fortunately, it's also high in little alcoves of shadow. So that's fun. Would you kindly bugger off, please? There we go.
What is that? Who goes?
Okay. Huh? Lucky key. Okay. Not sure what the fuck that is about, but okay, I've got a lucky year. Why is it lucky? How is it lucky? It's lucky. Make a profit even in a dire situation like this. Steal at least 1,400 invaluables. Funny. What the hell is that? Is that a balloon? Is that a flash bomb? Whatever. Okay, there's stairs somewhere. Ah! Here maybe? Yeah. What's that do?
A plague on these rats.
Now what did I heard something happen. Oh, maybe up there. No, nothing. Where the... Wait. Ah, okay, I see. This must be it. Let me double check and... Yep. I turned around too soon. This rusty old hammer, huh? This hammer has little value, but it could serve another purpose. Let's find a use for it. Sounds like a plan. Sorry, old whatever your name is. But it seems like Garrett's the only decently literate fucker around here. You hate to see it, you really do. Unexpected tribulation of Mother Venatius, huh?
A plague on these rats.
Preventing blasphemous times. Maybe after I absolutely fucking rob them blind, they'll actually take some of this shit seriously for... Oh, hello. A Alaric. No, that's a hammer. Wait, how much was that? You have found Priest Alaric's hammer. Well, I guess it's in more literate hands now. It's what he would have wanted. Probably. Maybe. Close enough, anyway. I swear, why do I keep in... I swear, this is the second mission in a row where I have encountered people that have made me think that Garrett would be a better Hammerite than them. I mean, he did literally kill the trickster, so I guess in that sense, maybe he's a better Hammerite than most of them. Barring maybe the ones that, you know, helped. Alas. And alack. And a good place to end this episode. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but recording time begs to differ. So until next time, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. Did I take damage at some point? I feel like my health is... whatever. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, and so long, suckers.